Procrastination is costing you way more than you are willing to pay. I know that as the year has begun, all of us have started writing dreams and visions and things that we want to accomplish before the end of the year, including myself. So, in those lists, I want you to put one thing at the top, which is quitting procrastination. Because I know for sure that if you keep on putting things away, you might find out that it's December 31st, 2025, and you have not done much. Hello there, my name is Nikita, and in this video, I have compiled 3 tips that have helped me turn 2024 into the best year of my life. And I'm definitely taking those habits with me to the year 2025. Are you ready for this? Let's get started. Number 1, start journaling. Journaling is not something that girls do. It is a principle that successful people practice. It is a principle that productive people practice. And I am happy that since I started journaling, I feel more productive. I feel more confident about the work that I do. So I challenge you to pick up a journal and, of course, a pen. Start setting out a list of things that you're supposed to do, not only in a year or in a month, but also in a day. So our year is a combination of the minutes, the seconds, the days, the weeks, the months, right? So if you are going to have a successful year, you have to start by having successful days. Do you have a plan of how your day is going to go? I know some people call it journaling, some call it planning, but at the end of the day, you have to know the things that are very important to you. Don't just think about what you should do and what you should achieve. Put it down in paper. I love what the book of Habakkuk says, that you must write the vision and the dream in bold so that someone who is running can still be able to read it. But you write things down so that you can be able to see them. It just holds you accountable. It's you holding yourself accountable for what you said you were going to do and what you said you were going to achieve. Are you ready for the second tip? Number 2 is to be specific with what you want to do. I used to be somebody who loves or who is just so obsessed with big things. I loved the thought of doing everything at once, cleaning every part of my house at once, studying, 5 chapters all at once, until I met one of my amazing mentors, Terry, and she taught me that little things matter. Instead of thinking about cleaning the entire house all at once, you could section or partition your assignment into pieces. You can start with the sitting room, the kitchen, you do one thing at a time. And I found out that it's okay to just clean one room in a day, and that's enough. That's progress. This is mostly a mental thing, because when your mind is thinking, I have to clean the house, and do you imagine how big your house is? This just crushes your morale, and you're most likely not to clean the house at all. So which one is better? Getting one room clean or just leaving the entire house as messy as it has been? Now, this also applies in your work or in the things that you want to achieve, the things that you want to accomplish at the end of the year. Set deadlines. For example, you can decide, this year I want to become an author. I actually did that last year. I want to become an author. And then instead of thinking, what does it take to be an author? I have to start publishing books, selling books and all that. Think about the little things that you can do. Spend maybe an hour from 7 to 8 a.m. in the morning writing. That's how you become an author. Or spend 30 minutes writing. Be specific, right? The other thing that you could do, if you're someone who wants to develop a habit of studying or reading, but you're not necessarily somebody who enjoys or who likes doing that, what you could do is to say, every morning at 7 to 7:30, I read. Don't just say, I want to read books. Be specific. How many books do you want to read this year? And when are you going to do that? How much time is required for you to carry out that assignment that you have set yourself to do? The third point, which is one of my favorite, because I think when I found out about this hack, my life changed. Find a who. If there are things in your life that you want to change in 2025, I tell you what, because it's your first time to try those things out, it's going to feel like a whole lot of things you gotta do. It's gonna feel difficult and almost impossible. It's important to find yourself a mentor, coaches, or just exceptional people who have already achieved what you want to achieve. So don't try to find how to do things, try to find who has done this thing and follow through their steps. I tell you, there are things that I used to think are so difficult, they are so hard, until I started finding the right people to guide me, to help me, to hold my hand, to encourage me. Right. One of the things that I actually did in 2024 after benefiting from this principle of finding a mentor is to create a mentorship program to help other people that want somebody to hold their hand. It is called the Unconventional Circle. And so far, we have graduated 2 cohorts. 2025, we are starting our third and our fourth cohort. So I will share the details below so that you are able to register for the next cohort. Apart from a mentor, you can find yourself a community, people that are looking for, people that have the same vision or goals as you. If your goal is to get healthy, whatever it is that you want to achieve this year, find people who are already in that walk, and it's just going to keep you motivated and keep you moving to achieve that goal instead of keeping on procrastinating, right? If those people are going out for exercises, you are most likely to join them as well. And the final thing, which is know yourself. There are people who are just morning people. You do things in the morning, it makes you feel good. So if you are a morning person, start at taking your day in the morning. Do your activities in the morning, because that's the time where you are more active and you have all the energy. And there are people who are evening or night people, night owls, right? So set out your important task for the evening. I want to close here. When I talk about procrastination, I've realized that we procrastinate or put for tomorrow the things that are so important to us. When you are given an assignment at work, you are most likely to do it because you know there is a punishment that is going to come. You might not get your salary and all that. But what about your visions and your dreams? What does it cost to keep on putting them out for tomorrow? How much does it cost? Are you willing to pay that? That feeling that you get each time you put things for tomorrow. Nobody ever says, I'm proud that I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Every time that I've procrastinated or put what I was supposed to do today for tomorrow, it made me feel awful. It ate from my confidence. So that is to tell you that procrastination is not necessarily a good thing, and we don't like it, we don't enjoy it. So this year, start journaling. Be specific with what you want to do. Set days to when you want to achieve those, and those are called goals. Find yourself a mentor or a community that is going to keep you encouraged, and that are just going to motivate you to do what you said you're going to do. Finally, find out what works for you. We are wired differently. We are not necessarily what works for me is not necessarily going to work for you. So that's something that I thought I should put out there as well. Okay, so if you do those 4 things, I hope that they help you to stay confident, to achieve your dreams, and to gain the boldness. See you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.